Hello there everyone, Ashnflash here and welcome on into a LEGO Disney video. Today LEGO has unveiled the brand new Disney castle set celebrating the 100 years of Disney. Set number 43222. This set will be available beginning on July the 1st for VIP members and July 4th for everyone else, retailing for $399.99 USD or $519.99 Canadian. It has 4,837 pieces, and you might be thinking a couple of things, and I want to address probably the main concerns and questions and comments that I know I will get with this. Is why this castle? Well, this castle is being chosen because it's the one that appears in every single intro to every Disney movie. And I know what you're thinking. You wanted Aurora's castle from California, but I think doing Cinderella's castle, having it under this rebranding here that they did in 2021, I think looks really great. I love the colors here. I think honestly, looking at it, it's so much more colorful and whimsical and just feels a lot more fun, I think, in comparison. The size-wise as well is insane in comparison. I've actually been sent this early by LEGO and Land to do a review for soon, so you'll see that video very soon here on the channel. We're also going to try and do a comparison and compare a bunch of different things, but I think the main thing is probably the price, and a couple of other things we'll touch on as we go through, but the price for that was $349.99. For whatever reason, when all of the LEGO prices were inflated last year, they didn't change that. That's because it retired in December. So it was just on its way out. So I guess they figured, let's just keep it the price that it is. So I think in comparison, again, you could see the scale here. I tried my best to make it the exact same size, but next to each other. This one is massive. You'll see that as we go through this thing. Also, I want to talk first about the minifigures, which I think is probably another really big draw here for this specific castle. It puts the other one to shame, but that is not to say that it doesn't have its own set of faults. But we'll go through here in order of, I guess, their first appearances being, we've got Snow White. Snow White in minifigure form. There is, of course, a rumored cottage, so I would assume that figure is just going to be pulled right from this, thrown into that. You'll see why I say that as we go through, but we've seen something similar probably going to happen with Maleficent as well, and again in this set specifically, but she looks phenomenal. I like that the mini doll piece here with the bow is brought back, I believe, as well as the collar looks great. I think the dress, the printing, and everything there. Her faces, by the way, too, look amazing. Her smile there looks great, and the other expression as well that they've given for her, I think, looks really great. Every princess has their prince, and here is Prince Florian, and to me, I've just always called him the other Prince Charming, but I think this is probably the weakest figure, if I'm being honest, even though he uses the face that I use for my sig fig. But I still think that, you know, the torso and leg printing, it's great. It's dual molded legs and all that. Just it's a very simple design. I think the hair, I don't know, there's just something about this that just, he feels very simple in comparison to the rest of them. Next up though, we finally have, unlike the 2016 version, Cinderella. Cinderella's castle is coming with Cinderella. Who could have guessed it, right? It's fantastic. I love that she's here. She's got a brand new hairpiece there. It's different than the mini doll one. I think she looks phenomenal there with just that piece and everything going on. I would have loved for her to use the bigger dress piece. That's the only complaint that I have about her. I think her faces both look really great. The torsos, the color, and everything here for her is just really working. And of course, she has her Prince Charming, which could be, well, I don't know if it's my favorite figure. It's I don't know. They're all great, but he still looks phenomenal. Again, because I drew Cinderella and Prince Charming such a long time ago, the fact that they're here, I'm very happy about. Fred's hair, they brought it back recently for the mini doll. It works great, as well as the face. That's actually Cedric Diggory's, that from this last year from Harry Potter. Without Harry Potter, by the way, this set would not look as great as it does. And this is just one of the first examples we'll talk about. But he looks great. I love the slipper there on that 1x2 tile. Also the side leg printing. The shoulder piece there as well. Really great. By the way, the eyebrows, you might be thinking, why is it dark brown and black? Well, I actually shotgunned all 3 of the Cinderellas back to back to back. Haven't watched the other 2 since I was a kid. But in some of the shots, and you can see here on screen, he actually does have brown eyebrows, but with the very black hair. So that face actually works perfectly for him. Next up, we actually have from Princess and the Frog, Tiana. And this is my least favorite figure in the set. And you might be wondering why. Well, she's the exact same, and I mean the exact same minifigure that came in the 100-year minifigure series. And it's such a wasted spot. Not in the set. I stand by her inclusion here. It's a wasted spot over in the minifigure series. That could have been someone else. Again, talking about Harry Potter, that's Harry Potter syndrome, where just the choices they pick for these minifigure series just shouldn't be the ones they're picking because they belong in sets. She looks great. The figure is fantastic. Don't get me wrong at all. But just no. It's so sad. It's the Donald Duck effect. It's actually just like the other castle. Donald was the exact same from the minifigure series chucked into the castle. So same thing here. But Prince Naveen, he looks fantastic. Again, I said this, I think, back with the minifigure series, is Lego actually paid attention to the skin color, unlike Funko recently. So good on Lego. They look great together. Really, really awesome. I think that the hair looks great, the shoulder piece of the cape, his face as well. They really nailed that smile that he's got. I think that is really awesome. But probably my all-time favorite Disney princess film is Tangled, and they're here. Rapunzel is here in the minifigure series. Again, I drew her so long ago in series 2. Rapunzel is here. Again, I drew her way back in my custom series 2. And she just looks great. I don't like this new hairpiece that they've designed for her recently. I'm probably going to swap it out for one of the older ones. But like the face, the torso, the dress, the sidearm printing, it looks phenomenal. And Flynn Rider is also included using the new skin color. I think that works quite well for him there. Again, they captured his smile so well. I love the torso, the legs, the Han Solo hair, and so great. The figures are phenomenal. But I want to go through the castle, right? We should probably do that. And just, oh my goodness, the water, the bridge, the doors. I think the outside looks gorgeous. Again, the colors here, the sand blue and all the turrets in bright blue look great. The clock, the flesh color being used for that sort of in-between pinky color looks amazing. So much of this, all of these little pieces you're going to notice here, the lanterns, the candlesticks, all these little flame pieces as well. None of them ever would have existed if it wasn't for the Harry Potter theme that introduced them all. So very happy about that. When you walk through the doors, it's gorgeous. We've got these like murals sort of all marked individually for each of the different princesses. So from left to right, we've got Tiana and then Cinderella. Across the other side, we've got Snow White and Rapunzel. Also in the center, there's a little gear to have one of the prince and princesses actually dancing together in this giant ballroom. It's great, but there's so many references here to go through. So over on the very left side, back over there, we have the Dingle Hopper there from The Little Mermaid. Up above that, we've got a reference there to Mulan with the sword, as well as the dragon on that 2x3 tile. We've also got a pumpkin up above that for, of course, Cinderella. And then we've also got the Sword in the Stone. Very cool little reference there. I like that build and using one of the newer sword pieces. That's really awesome. We've got this one spot here, a reference to Fantasia, and you've got the mop there. That's really cool, in a bucket. And then we've got on the outside, you could walk on out into this little, I guess, area, and you've got all the colors of the wind blowing there, those leaves. Beauty and the Beast, I think, gets the most love out of anything in the set, despite it not even featuring Belle and Beast. We have here the kitchen. And you might be thinking, well, that could be any kitchen. Well, the stove is very reminiscent to, of course, the movie. But then we've got the cabinet there with Mrs. Potts without the face, but up above there. And then we've also got a little teacup down below, presumably for Chip. Then you can walk on out into this dining room. And you've got literally a candelabra there meant to, again, represent Lumiere. standing on top there for the Be Our Guest, Be Our Guest. And up above, again continuing with these references, it's amazing how much they get. We've got the rose inside of the glass there, as well as this bookshelf, again referencing the same movie. Aladdin has the lamp with genie smoke coming out of that a bit. Also carpet on the floor, the magic carpet, really awesome. Moana has this 2x3 tile there of Maui and just all the different forms he can take, as well as her oar. Oh my goodness, though. Tangled looks so cool. We've got this gorgeous sticker of the lanterns there, and Rapunzel sitting there watching all the lanterns. She's also got her paintbrush and palette there that can be on the side. Really, really cool that they included that. Up above, we've got the spinning wheel from Sleeping Beauty, and you can see on a lifestyle image that whole thing actually flips around. So it's that secret room that lures her there with like the floating green fire. Really cool. As well as we've got this bedroom there. I'm not sure if that's specifically for anyone, but there was a bedroom in the other one, so it's a lot bigger here in this one. Up above, we've got the magic mirror on the wall, and it's so close to being perfect because it's on this 2x4 rounded tile that was introduced from Mario, but the pattern on it is nearly identical to the magic mirror we got with the Evil Queen from the Minifigures series. The fact that they went and made sure like the crown and the snakes, they're all the same. It's just the shape of it's not the same. And I just like, how did they not find a way to attach a shield there on the wall so that we could have one version of the mirror empty and then one with the face? Technically we do, it's just not the same piece. We were so close. We've got Cinderella's glass slipper there, and that's on a little stand there up above that. And I assume there's other references and different things in this set. Specifically, the press kit mentions Steamboat Willie, and you could see here in this lifestyle image there's this 2x2 tile. Also the silver wand, which I talked about, I don't remember when it was, but that was our first ever look at the Disney 100 theme, and it just hasn't appeared in any sets, so here it is. But the rest of the references and different things, I'm not too sure. The press kit mentions that they reference 14 classic films over the last 100 years. So including Steamboat Willie, I think that's 14, although again, there could be more. But one thing noticeably absent is a reference to Brave, which the other castle did have. I like that they were referencing some Pixar stuff, which probably, you know, why not do more here, in my personal opinion. And that leads us, again, I'll combine this into the what's missing chapter of, as crazy as it seems, I would have loved to have a Mickey Mouse in here. They actually all have some really cool silver outfits from like the 100-year celebrations that they're going around wearing in the parks. I think this is the set that should have had everyone. I think these are 8 excellent choices. There was a rumor that Aurora and Prince Philip were going to be included. They aren't here, but I think that if you were to add in Mickey and all his friends in their silver outfits as well, I think it just would have made the set just that much more, a little bit more exciting. I'm shocked Merida isn't here. Just throwing her in here individually, and I think that as well. Baymax would have been so cool. Having him fly around on the outside with all the fireworks would have been so cool because of like the different nighttime shows, and he's on like a drone or something now, and that could have been a fun variant from the minifigure series. But overall, again, very big step up. I look forward to, in 10 years from now, us getting a third one. No, seriously though, it is so much better than the Death Star, where it's just like somehow extra pieces and you can't tell the difference, and the minifigures are just updated. This is completely different. The designs are completely different for everything pretty much, and it definitely is, it's pretty good. $50, which really, if you look at the Bugle and the price increase for that, if the Disney Castle stuck around, it would have been the same price increase, so it would have been the same price. But anyways, everyone, be sure to subscribe, turn on the bell notifications so that you don't miss out on the reviews for the castle, as well as the comparison between the two. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. Hope you all have a great day. I will see you all in the next one.